Hello, how you doing? Paul here in Buttermere today, but I'm not actually going to Buttermere. I'm going back up. Well, Buttermere is that way, so you know where I'm pointing. This Buttermere is that way. Crummock is behind me, and I'm heading back towards Crummock, sort of following the path around, because I'm going today to the highest waterfalls, or like tallest drop waterfalls in the Lake District, which is scale force, 170 feet drop, which is the biggest drop, as I say, of waterfall in the Lake District. So the easiest way to get here, or to get there, is to come here to Buttermere, park up in Buttermere like I have, follow the path as if you're going to Buttermere Lake, but before you turn, so at the bottom of this path, you turn left to go to Buttermere. I'm going to turn right, go back up towards Crummock. Can you hear the noise from them sheep? Must be breakfast time, I think. They're all gathering around the tractor over there, I think. Some feed for them. Breakfast! You just see Buttermere and haystacks there through the hedge. See where we're heading there. See that's Melbreak there, and this is the edge of, and I'm going to get this wrong, is it Red Pike? I think so, I'm not sure. Anyway, we're going round. You can see the sort of the gap there between the two. Scale force is just around there. That's where we're headed. It's a fairly easy route to follow, this. Paths, signposts, or at least I hope so. I was talking to the guy, the National Trust guy in the car park, and I said I'm going to see the scale force. He said, oh, it should be alright. He said, I think the signposts are all still there, he said. I think. So we'll soon find out. He said to me, have you got your own survey map with you? No. Don't think I need one. Or I hope I don't need one to find this waterfall. But we'll find out, shan't we? Right, through the gate and over the bridge. That way to Buttermere. This way to Crummock and Scale Force. Path a bit tricky in places, but there is a path. Which is a good thing. Beautiful morning for walking. Not too hot. Yeah. Not much of a breeze, mind, so if you get a head of steam on, it'll be quite warm. I think it's about 16 degrees when I checked the temperature before. But definitely shorts weather. You can't go wrong with scenery like that, can you? Little sheepy. Hello, sheepy. And some friends over there, look. This path goes all around the lake. If you wanted to, you can follow it right up to the top of Crummock and round and back down that side. if you wanted to. I think Crummock's about 2.5 miles long, so maybe about 7 or 8 miles maybe all the way around, just at a guess. I was actually up at the top end of Crummock in the last video, so I'll stick a couple of links in all the usual places to that video, so you can see what it's like from the top end of the lake. That fantastic views from the top looking down, absolutely awesome. But we'll be cutting off just sort of about here-ish and going up that way towards the falls. That is an awesome piece of road, that over there. I have reached a fork in the path. That is back towards Buttermere. Buttermere village is just sort of there-ish. Buttermere lake is there. This is the path I've walked up. Here's the fork in the path. So if I turn around, you can see the path sort of heads off that way, right round the lake. And there's a path that heads off this way, which is where I'm going, up towards Scale Force. That was a very, very boggy patch there. Anyway, back on the path. This is Scale Beck, which runs from Scale Force waterfall. So we're heading in the right direction. Down here and up there to the left. Ooh, starting to build up a bit of a sweat now. Getting a bit energetic. Well, there is a path here. It's not fantastic. Very boggy in places and rocky. So make sure you got the right gear on, shoes wise. And some refreshment. One thing I've just noticed though, and just realised, is that I was talking before about signposts from the path. There was no signpost pointing up this direction. So easy to miss, I think, if you didn't know what you were looking for. Not that I actually did know what I was looking for, because I've never been here before, but I had an idea. And if I follow the beck, it's down there, it's going to lead me to the waterfall, isn't it? So the choice is either the muddy, boggy, soggy bit or the rocky bit. I think I'll go with the dry, rocky bit rather than the soggy bit, I think. But we're heading up there, so we're not that far away from when you turn off that lakeside path. It does get a bit of a, well, a bit of a climb, to be honest with you. There's some fairly steepish bits and rough bits and boggy bits like that. It's the bridge, and then the path. I don't know if you can trace the path going up there towards the waterfall, which is in that little gap there. You know, I wasn't actually planning on filming here today. Jeez, sweat. Boy, it's getting warm. I said it was a nice day for walking before. And I think I said something along the lines on you get a sweat on if you were pushing it a bit. I'll tell you something, it's pushing it a bit coming up here. But as I said, I wasn't planning on filming here today. I was planning on filming down in Loweswater. But when I got to Loweswater, I couldn't get parked. So I thought, it's a nice day, I can't waste it, I can't just go home. So I thought, I know, I'll go and do that Scale Force video I've been promising myself I was going to do for months. Jeez, boy. I don't know if it's such a good idea or not now. I'm quite laughing at myself from earlier on when I said, oh, there's paths, it's signposted, and here's me thinking I'm going for a gentle stroll in the countryside. Ah, boy. Up this way. Boggy again. Oh, right. We're nearly there now. I can sort of see the gully where the falls should be. I really hope this is worth it. I'll soon find out. Well, we've made it. Now then, is it worth it? That's the thing. Is it worth the climb to see the tallest dropped waterfall in the Lake District? It's in there. Oh, I can kind of see it. I wonder if I can. This little path might get me a bit closer. I'll go in and see. This is about as close as I can get, really. I could scramble over these rocks down here and get a bit closer, but I don't really want to do that. It's a good way to get hurt, but I can see the long drop there in the falls. Despite what I was saying, I have moved in a little bit closer. It's not too bad underfoot, really. I could probably even get down here, to be honest. I might do that in a minute for a photograph. Well, that's pretty impressive. I think it's probably a lot more impressive in person than what it is on film, to be honest.
So there we have it, Scale Force Waterfall, the highest fall waterfall, 170 feet of drop that you get in the fall of the Lake District. But is it worth the climb? Well, it's impressive and it looks good and it looks nice, but I can tell you something, I can see why Air Force gets a lot of football, because that climb to get here is something else. It's not an easy walk, it's not easy to find, it's quite boggy, rocky, steep in places. That's why there's nobody else here, there's only me here. A very impressive waterfall. But for me, there's nicer waterfalls with less of a climb. Like the one I was going to film at Loweswater today but couldn't get past. That's coming in a later video. But for now, what I can do from here, I can take a path up over the top of Red Pike. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take the path back down the way I came, back to the car, and go home and have a nice cup of tea. So that'll do for now. Thanks for joining me. Make sure to subscribe for more videos in and around the lakes. But from me and from Scale Force, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.